again, over and over and over. 3 times a day. Hey, Jamie, how you doing today? I'm live and alive, and I'm large and in charge. I'm here, and I'm in a good mood.
Good. That's a good thing.
3rd live stream of the day. Winning.
You know who saw it first?
I'm gonna head in here.
Yeah, it was an highway.
So hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. So they tried to sneak in some information on everybody here in Upper Yoder Township at a special meeting about a certain something, but it should be up here on the agenda. Hey, Dave Rayho is still the solicitor for this township. He just is afraid to come to the meetings because of the sniveling little, he's just afraid, I guess. So, let's head on in and have a good time. Yay.
Part of the job, yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Paul? I'm well. I'm well.
Right. Yeah, I know that's still not, still open, still being change the DA, change the.
They voted to accept some of those weapons of yours. I don't know if you've been watching my videos or not, but then yeah, you should go through and watch them.
I don't do YouTube or Facebook.
Somebody, so one of your grandkids can help you. Have them pointed out for you. You know, because yeah, they. I hear you. I don't think it's right. I think it's right what they do around here.
Oh, you're right there.
Please do.
Catty corner. I can see
Please do.
everything. What was it again? Oh, those prey hunters were after the man catty corner from me. He marched up and down the street. He had a look out at the back door, and the next thing you know, it was hanging. Yeah, that's what I've heard from a couple sources, that it's still another case.
There was somebody sitting on my street the other day, looked rather suspiciously, that I think had something to do with what you were just talking about, John. Yeah. He got all bent on a shape when I just walked around. Well, I just walked around the camera, and he got all bent on a shape. Illegally parked, sitting on my side of the street. You can't park on my side of the street. All I did was get out of my truck and walk around, and he went up one side of me and down the other.
Well, why, you know, I walk past your house
Yeah, I know.
several times a week.
Yeah.
Report me as suspicious.
No, you're good, because I know. No, and you're walking, okay, but somebody parked on that side of the street is illegally parked.
Yeah.
Okay, now he left before I could do anything about it, but you know, I mean,
You didn't get a license?
I got on my video, so yeah, I got it. But I suspect that's who that it was somebody with.
There's no doubt about it. When I walk past your house, I am suspicious.
Well, I know, because I'm a shady character. You should be suspicious.
Okay, how are you?
You know each other.
I don't see him.
Oh,
He never,
What's up, Joe?
he comes around. I was him on my wife on the side, I don't see him.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, I said hi.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Dave.
You're Mr. Klanch, aren't you?
I am.
Hey,
I don't answer questions.
Joe, what's happening? I'm still smiling about what you guys did Tuesday. Thank you.
I'm glad.
Huh?
I'm glad.
You're good?
All right, sir. You can speak during the first. You can speak during the first. Paul, you can speak during the first opportunity to speak because it's on the agenda. Okay. Gives you 6 minutes if you do it that way. That's what I'm saying.
7 o'clock, call the meeting to order, pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'd like to have approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Approval of the minutes of the special meeting, March the 5th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Now we're at the public comment period on agenda items only. 3 minutes is our limit, and it's only agenda items. Do we have anybody here that would like to? Okay. The timer is not working today. Alice will be doing, pardon me? It might work. Okay. If it isn't, we put it up here so people can see.
Great.
We want to follow the 3 minutes. Who wants to speak?
I'll speak first. You want to speak first? No, I'll speak first.
Yeah, you got all the money.
It's on the agenda. Yeah, I guess I do.
And so made you rich.
Just want to remind everybody that we mediated for a settlement of $25,001 regarding resolution number 963, and I want to bring up the fact that I'm speaking to the board, but I want to bring up to the fact to the public that the special meeting was regarding the Sienna law revisions to resolution 963 that you see in the unfinished business on the agenda, which anybody with any kind of brain in their head would realize that that was done to try to keep it quiet about the changes to the resolution. So I'm curious to see, and you guys tabled it, so thank you for bringing it out to the public, and so the public can see what's going on with the changes to the resolution. And if it's not constitutional, we can keep going back and forth about it until it is constitutional. So it's not all an end all and be all. If you guys, so I haven't actually seen the proposed Sienna law revisions to resolution number 963, and I would like to see those. And if you don't vote on them to adopt them today, I'm going to ask for a meeting with you guys, or I will just simply ask your attorney, James Halligan, for his proposed revisions. I haven't heard from him about his proposed revisions, okay? But I want to see them, okay? And I don't really think at this point you guys have any business fighting me on a request about something like that. I'm not going to do right to know requests because it's not appropriate. I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what the revisions are, or speak with me about the revisions are, and it can be off the record. That's fine. I understand that before you guys vote on it, but I do want to know, okay? And it's something to fight about, something to argue about, other than that, wonder where Ed is. He was the one that caused this whole problem for you guys, I'm really disappointed in how you guys have handled public speaking in this municipality for the past going on 2 years. Really, I have. Mr. Gelman, where's that clock? That's part of the problem. Okay, is you're more worried about shutting me up, okay, and limiting what I have to say. Okay, hey Dave, I hope you do some good about Berkeley Hills, but there's far more important things you have to worry about than the golf course right now, okay? So that's all I have right now, and hopefully you guys err on the side of caution when it comes to that timer, because it's you don't want to take the criticism. That's why you shut that's why I was arrested for wearing a body camera. You wanted to shut me up, and you've failed miserably at every attempt to shut me up. So how about we just all be adults about it, and we talk about what's going to happen realistically, instead of you guys trying to do all the rainbows and blowjobs you've been doing for the past 2 years. Thanks.
Just in time.
You don't say it.
Yeah, totally. There we go. Need a generator.
Okay,
You speaking?
is there anybody else that would like to speak?
I would love to speak, Sue. Hello, everyone. Obviously, you know Dave Hill, United States of America. Something very interesting and important. John and I attended a Tuesday meeting over West Hills Regional Police, and I want to commend Dan and Joe for an awesome job they did. I got a lot of the inside story and everything that was going on, but you guys handled something great. I said, it is awesome. We have a police department again with a real police chief, somebody that you can talk to, have a conversation with, not like your boyfriend Blake there, Susie, but no, a real police chief. You two guys did an awesome job. Thank you, because it matters. It matters to me. We haven't had a police chief here since Molly Howe, really. And I go, I'll dispute that with anybody. But the rules, I said, why do we have such a difficult time with people wanting to speak, present a case? I presented Blake misconduct for 2 years. Susie, you're too busy porking him to do anything and answer, and you said, you never stood up for me. You ignored me. The other thing is, Long John's resolution in 963, this crap. You got a sign out there on the wall about participation rules. That's illegal. It violates the Constitution. It violates established case law, and it's some really good case law. If I want to look at you and call you a fascist or a Nazi, there's nothing you can do about it. But that needs to be removed off the wall. I'll file a sunshine law complaint on that. We'll get it removed from the wall, but go take a look at it, get it out of there. It's wrong. I'm here to speak. I would never have came here, but I had 2 911 calls ignored. Yet there's 6 pages over there in Upper Yoder Police Department. So don't play cop games with me. Dan knows. I never will put him in the middle of it, but I was impressed with Dan and Joe did. And I want to thank you two guys, because people don't understand what went on. This clown here, brainless boy, special ed, and Sue destroyed the police department. The rest of the clowns are gone. But you two absolutely destroyed the department. Now you're acting like you're heroes. You didn't do nothing, Sue. You're absolutely worthless. But we'll deal with that later. Thank you. I don't want to waste all my time.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. Is there anybody else that would like to speak? Uh-oh. Wait,
I think it's the glare there.
okay. Anybody else? Okay, thank you. Move on to the approval of reports, the secretary's report.
Make a motion to approve the secretary's report.
I'll second
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Income fund balances. Report we have here, income fund balances, payroll. I usually do those all together, but I'll do that. Then there's income fund balances, payroll, and profit and loss statements. They were all together on that one report with the secretaries. So,
Make a motion to approve all of those
all of the
reports.
reports. Those, second?
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Okay, approval of general fund bills totaling $92,676.38. A roll call.
Motion to accept. Second.
And then there'll be a roll call.
Dan,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes,
Joe,
Yes.
Dave.
it's now passed. Approval of other fund expenditures, $108,408.15. A motion?
Make a motion to approve the other fund expenditures, $108,408.15.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Dave,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Yes,
Dan,
Yes.
passed. Okay, now we have reports from the police department.
Okay, for the month of February, the department had 374 reports of service. 102 of those were in Upper Yoder. Yearly total so far is 791. Yearly total so far of 215 for Upper Yoder. We issued 31 traffic citations and 21 warnings. The majority of those traffic citations are unpayment of parking tickets, actually in Westmont. Nothing major report crime-wise, and there was actually no reportable vehicle accidents in Upper Yoder Township. Reportable vehicle accidents are accidents that involve an injury or a car is damaged to the point it cannot be driven anymore. So there was accidents, but just not reportable accidents. So yes,
No plug, no tow, no go.
yes. So, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Okay, emergency services. Tim Wright? Chief Wrights.
Good evening. So for the fire company, EMS, 128 incidents for February. Fire had 26 incidents for February. Those all include assistance from the community as well as training and public outreach. February 2nd and the 16th, our team participated in a refresher for hazardous material operations level. On the 24th, members participated in a recruitment retention class. It was conducted by the Pennsylvania State Fire Commissioner's Office. It was sponsored by the Cambria County Firefighters Association. It was held at the Annie Glow Fire Station. The fire department did receive 2 grants this year for 2026 in the fiscal year of 2026. One was for the fire department for $13,457.05, which will be used to purchase additional thermal imaging cameras for our firefighters. The second one was for $15,000, which will be used to replace bulletproof vests for our EMS providers. Our officers of the department spent a good portion of February reviewing and planning out training for part of the year, as well as updating our policies and operating guidelines. March 3rd, we added on another level to our EMS license for the Pennsylvania Department of Health. In addition to providing our basic and advanced life support ambulance that we currently have, we also added quick response service, which by definition means that we use EMS providers to respond for EMS and provide EMS to patients before the ambulance arrives. Basically, what we're doing is enables an automatic response for additional EMS providers. We use our squad vehicle or one of our fire engines to respond to calls where other EMS units may be responding into the township. Our ambulance may be occupied on another call. So mutual aid companies may be coming in, or we are using our cross-trained EMS, or our firefighters that are able to provide care during rescue situations when needed, so it makes everybody legally covered. On the 23rd of this month, we'll be holding a traffic incident management course at our station. It'll be from 6 to 10 p.m. Yours truly will be the one instructing it. The program is teaching emergency response personnel how to handle traffic management and the importance of doing so in a safe manner to protect the public as well as ourselves. The course is part of a federal highway traffic incident management program. The portion falls under post-crash care. It is open to fire, EMS, law enforcement, towing, highway, and any other responders who would like to or could actually function on the road. The course is free, and we are offering it if you supervisors want to come and see exactly what it's all about. We've had one of the things that Federal Highway is looking for is trying to get 1 million providers trained. So right now we're at 856,000 across the country, and we're trying to reach for that 1 million goal. So
And where is this held? At your station?
this will be at our station.
And do we need to pre-register?
I think when I sent the flyer, there was a little QR code that's in there.
Yes.
Would like just so that we have enough people to know where to set up. But yeah, you can register that night too. So
Okay, well, I'll look for the code.
yeah. If
Thank
not, just let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yes. Tim, there's one other thing. Would you be able, when you do have CPR and AED training, would you work with our office staff here and the road crew and work with them to all be certified if they can, if they're available, that night, and if not, then, Yeah, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
They're all interested.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We can teach you everything.
Okay. Next, we have, note, there is not an engineer report. Public Works, he's absent tonight. He took some time off.
Just,
Yeah.
there was a report. but-
Yeah, there's a report, but you want to go ahead and read it?
Sure. Public Works report, again, other than cleaning snow. Completed the installation of the LED lighting, which if anybody's seen is very nice down there. Still doing some truck work, replacing the oil pan on truck 3. They did remove the decals from the one cruiser that is not going to West Hills, so they were able to do that, take out the console and the gun racks. Started street sweeping, obviously that's going to continue, and then hauled and disposed of fill from the generator effort. That's what's on the March report.
Jared did send us a request for an engine block in that one vehicle.
And that'll be under new business.
New business, that'll be fine. Thank you.
And then we did receive a nice administrative report from the staff. Yes, that was nice. Okay. Westmont Hilltop Recreation Commission provided a report here, and they still continue with Silver Sneakers. There's a baseball clinic. It started February 13. There are 30 children registered. The Grove has 10 parties, and the Ridge has 1 that will be needed, that needed to be canceled. And it will be rebooked in the month of March. Monday through Friday, there's daily open gym time, which is good. That's a very active one. I've been over there Monday and Wednesdays 1 to 5, Thursday and Friday 2 to 5. And there'll be an outdoor summer basketball league is planned for the courts in Enfield. The league will be either junior high ages up to 9th grade and up, and the final decision will be made sometime in March. Games are played on Monday through Thursday, 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30, and each team registers at $250 per team. If there's any questions, they do have a website, and they actually have a Facebook page that's very current. Okay. Next, we have, under unfinished business.
Excuse me, I forgot one thing.
What did I forget?
No, I forgot one thing.
Okay,
Sorry, after the last meeting, the road department did take one of the old cruisers that was decommissioned.
yes,
We did get that transferred over, so thank you very much for that.
yes.
The radio has already been reprogrammed, it's already had a maintenance and inspection taken care of. We did get a back seat put in it. We're expecting to get a rollout from a previously crashed cruiser, not from around here, that is supposed to be able to be donated.
We have one.
Yeah, there's another one that's currently supposed to have other things in it. We're
This
gonna see.
is a rollout too.
Okay.
So,
So,
whatever we want to do.
Yeah, so they were supposedly bringing that in with it, so we'll see. And the lights are supposed to be going to get transferred over, and a lettering is supposed to be done soon as well. So,
And what will you use it for?
right now, it is going to be set up as a, potentially a command-style vehicle, but, we'll see, either that, or it's gonna be used for, transfer personnel for, trainings as well as administrative work. Yeah,
Well, thank you.
yeah, so, it's in process,
Good.
you know,
We'll look for it.
so, we gotta look at that, because I didn't know, I thought it was a compartment thing, not a rollout,
It's a rollout.
yeah.
It's a rollout. In fact, we have it. In fact, we'll run back real quick after the meeting and show it to you.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect for the back of that because I think it came out of one of the cruisers.
Is that the one that's in the
Sure.
storage
Yep.
shed?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I knew it was a compartment thing, but yeah, I didn't know if they said it was a rollout.
It's a rollout.
Okay, I'll find out.
It's
Thank you.
heavy too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah.
But you can put the stuff on top and have equipment inside of it, Tim, so it'll make it good.
And it rolls out.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, under unfinished business, the proposed Sienna Law Revision Resolution 963, we'd like to state tonight that it will be adopted. I'd like to have a motion to adopt it and a second.
Motion to approve 963 resolution.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion? No, no? Okay. And we will have this posted on our website for everyone to view. Regional Police Commission Agreement. I understand
Agreed.
you brought it, and we will sign it tonight. And it will be, need to make a motion to,
Motion to accept the agreement. It's already been
It's already
agreed
been
to
approved.
by everybody
Yes.
else.
I mean, this is just a motion to
Approve.
approve the signature of same.
yes,
So,
yes. And because we had already all approved it, it was just a matter of signatures had to be done tonight.
I second the signature motion.
Okay. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's passed. Okay, we'll sign that tonight. And then the sale of the decommissioned police cruiser.
Yeah, we have a nonprofit party that's interested in it. They're gonna get back to me if they in fact want it on a negotiated price that I gave them. And if they decide you do not want it, then I will post it on municipal bid and go that route with it. There was another municipality is interested. We haven't heard anything from them. But a nonprofit from out of the county is looking at it and are very, very interested in it, that they could use it. It would fit their needs with everything that they have.
I'd like to make a motion that we, if it occurs between now and the next meeting, that we move forward on that.
I'll make that motion contingent upon appropriate pricing as defined. We understand that Unibid will be somewhere in the $1,500 range, but
Or more.
We're talking about another not-for-profit purchasing it for a much higher price.
Exactly, and I've been following the cruisers on the municipal bid, and they've been going much higher, much
Good.
much
Yes,
higher.
they are. Yeah.
Especially with the equipment that we have in this unit, as far as the cage, the console, the lights, things that go with the push bar. They've been going a lot higher than the estimate that we got, that the trade-in value of the vehicle.
And we got that estimate from Team Force.
That's correct.
Right.
So my motion is contingent on the price negotiated by the party that wishes to buy it meets or exceeds what Team Force has said value of vehicle and price placed of value.
Absolutely.
I'll second.
Okay, any other discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then the money, the funds from that and the next one will both go into the EMA account, so they can continue to be used for safety in the community. Sale of the equipment not wanted by West Hills Police Commission, that's already been listed in different times that we're gonna.
It's been listed, approved. My only comment on that is, and I mentioned it at the Tuesday commission meeting, I just want to make sure we do everything on our side to expedite as fast as the chief can accept any and all of the equipment. I don't want there to be delay on our side getting it to West Hills.
Yeah, with that one, but this one's addressing the what's
Not
not
legal.
wanted for them.
Oh,
Not
there's not-
wanted West Hills Police
Oh, I'm
Commission
sorry, not
equipment.
my apologies.
That's okay. Yeah,
Um,
we're already working, we have approved that, we're pretty
Yeah.
much ready to go now that we have an agreement. You want to do it tonight?
So the not wanted equipment, Dan, you've done some stuff on that?
Yes, the weapons that aren't wanted, we have 13 sidearms that were not wanted by West Hills. I've already contacted a local sporting goods store, and they will take them on consignment. We gave them a price that we wanted for them. They will sell them above that price, and we will get X amount of dollars for each weapon that's being sold. And there's some that we have to look into yet. There are several weapons that West Hills doesn't want, and no other departments want in the area, so we're working with them to see what's gonna happen. There are some automatic weapons that I'm working with one of the commission members from Brownstown. He's going to give me some ideas on pricing and on how to transfer. One of those weapons is being considered by another municipality. We can transfer it from police department to police department, but we cannot transfer that weapon to an individual. So we are working with ATF to see how we're gonna handle that weapon, what we're gonna do with it.
And all that money, as the chair stated, is going into the EMA fund.
That's what it'll go.
Correct.
That's correct.
Thank you. So then that would be a motion to accept that. You made that
Make a
motion.
motion to accept.
I'll second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? next is ordinance 295. It's been advertised and it's ready to be accepted. I'd have a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion, we accept that ordinance as printed and advertised.
Seconded.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Revision of solicitation ordinance.
You missed one.
Oh, did I miss one? Oh, yes,
110
I'm
Sunray.
sorry, the 110 Sunray Drive HVAC system update. We have, we're working with information, and we do want to make a motion for East Hills to perhaps, did we agree to do that? East Hills would,
We had
That
a
was
company that came in
suggested.
and did
Yeah.
an inspection and made some minor repairs for a set amount, which we paid the bill. We're looking, in discussion with Alice, we should try to get a grant for that because they gave us a ballpark estimate, but they didn't give us a breakdown exactly what would be needed. They said in the range of $150,000. We'd like to get a grant for that amount and go move forward with that. But we need something to have a breakdown now. We're gonna contact the company and see if they had anything. If not, then we're gonna have to have another, maybe an engineering firm come in and look at it and see what actually needs done.
Is that something we can reach out to our wonderful state representation and see what they can pull together?
Well, I'm suggesting an LSA grant,
You're going LSA.
yes, and that would be a $100 application fee.
what happened is this was to be an LSA grant application for the last one, and then it was determined by this same company that they didn't think it would qualify for an LSA grant, and then when they did the evaluation, it did come through that way. So that's why we will make sure that we work on it to do the best possible we can for them.
Alice, what are the deadlines for the LSA grant?
We usually have to file by November.
Oh, okay,
And then that would be seeing the money in 28.
27.
Yeah, you would see it, it would be pulled the end of 27,
End of 27, we'd see the money in
in
28.
a year.
Yeah,
As soon as you spend the money, you get the money back.
yeah, right. But in the meantime, if there's other grants that come available, I think we should look into other ones that might be available. We can look into that, with even the planning commission may have some ideas. Okay, so we have a motion then, do we need to go ahead?
And the motion clearly is to have
An engineer.
an engineering firm come
An
in,
engineer.
assess,
Mhm.
and give us a breakdown of exactly what's needed, and then to give us enough information to apply for a grant responsibly. That's a motion on the table, probably seconded.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed? Okay, then we have, now I'll say, the revision of the solicitation ordinance. We're continuing to work on that, and we'll table it this month and hopefully have something for next month. Revision of the garbage and recycling ordinance number. We'd like to work on that, and we will be,
I hope to have the garbage recycling ordinance ready for review by this board at the next regularly scheduled meeting.
so that's probably our number one priority there. And so that one is tabled until it is reviewed and passed. Now we will go to, is there any other unfinished business anybody has? Okay. Supervisors. Dan, do you have anything?
Yeah, Joe and I, along with the assistance of another individual, came in on a weekend, and as you can look up in the corner, you see a camera up by the ceiling there. We're hoping to be live on YouTube by next meeting. There are some glitches we're still trying to work out. That camera can pick up all of the front row and the podium. We also have ordered in microphones in front of each individual supervisor, secretary, and for the podium, so that it will be clear on YouTube exactly what's being said. Those microphones have a button you push off and on so that you can cut the mic And if someone has to cough, it's not coughing in and not talking over. So we have that system ready to go. Hopefully by our April meeting, it'll be up and running after we get it tested and get the bugs worked out of it and go from that point. But we talked about that. I think Joe and I talked about it at our first meeting in January and moving forward with that and making it more available for the public to attend our meetings. And we will definitely get that in our newsletter and get it on our websites once it's up and running. That's all I have.
Thank you. Well, I have a few things. I'd like to remind everybody of the comprehensive plan survey on your way in or out. Pick one up if you haven't done it. Please do it, and I think there are paper copies there. If you complete them, give them to the office here, and they will be certain to share them with the Planning Commission. We will be doing a road, in fact, we have this new paving report that was prepared by Greta Lavely, our secretary, and we will be working on we will be doing our road inspection tomorrow, starting at 4 o'clock, and work on there. And we actually are looking into a possibility. We have an opportunity to look at Palliser. There's a gravel Palliser Street that there's a gentleman that's always asking. We're going to look at that and see if we have a possibility of having that funded as well. That's one thing. Another is on Monday, April the 13th, from 9 to 10:30. There is a DCED 110. It's a basic training for liquid fuels and the new mandatory FHWA number 56. It's a biennial report that'll need to be filled out. I'm recommending that both Alice, Greta, and Jared also attend that together so that they know that familiar with that. We have the road inspection, and then we already talked about the EMA. And are you going to talk about the road over the police department? Because we talked about that at the other meeting. The road over the entrance of the police department.
Oh, yeah, the roof.
We'd like to
Yes,
start
okay.
working into that.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, is that all?
That's it for me.
Okay, got a couple of things. One, as Sue just mentioned, we had talked, and there's been some talk since I've been on the board here for 3 months, that landing out there that's going in for the police department, obviously is sloped the wrong way, but it's also getting a ton of weather. It's one of the reasons those doors were bad. I would recommend that we look at, not right away, but maybe this year, we've got the funds in our building funds to put a stick roof over that walkway, also to protect people coming in and out of that door from the elements, and to save that concrete a little bit.
I think it'll eliminate the amount of salt that is being used that needs to be swept off on a regular basis now that we have the doors fixed.
Yeah, in addition to that, the doors are fixed, and I interrupt you, Joe, I'm sorry. Doors are fixed, and the major builders is now working on the interior as far as working on the drywall that need replaced and the flooring that was the issues with that.
Are you interacting with them then?
I have been with the chief. The chief has been making sure, the chief was there with them today. They were over there working, so I helped set it up and did it that way, but I'll stop in and check tomorrow.
Do you want to reach out to them and just say, hey, give us an estimate to put a stick roof over?
Sure, I can do that.
So,
I can do that. Absolutely.
just so we have some numbers and
Just something to
talk
work about. Yep.
You know,
okay.
maybe even if it looks appropriate, it'd be good to cover the stairwell as well.
down both sides. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that, looks nice and it's good for the police department and good to save the doors in the building.
Yep.
One of the things is I'm looking at First Summit to potentially donate some furniture for the police department. We're gonna work on that. They're looking for some donations if they can, they don't have to buy it, all the better. But First Summit may be able to give some furniture as they're looking to get rid of some. As I said, I wanna make sure we're moving on the property that is going to West Hills. Now that we're gonna sign that agreement tonight, it's gonna circulate to everybody, cars, everything. I know we gotta get the grant and pay for the car, and then we can transfer it over to them on the car grants.
Pay for the car first
First,
and then
okay.
get the money.
Yep. I just want to move on that as quickly as possible. I don't want there to be delays. On the rec commission, is there any discussion on plowing and mowing?
No, yeah, that would be one thing. We do have, West Hills Westmont went into, executive session to discuss it, but we have not
No,
heard
no.
from them. And I'll reach out to them after this meeting.
Okay.
I wanted to give them a week.
Yeah, sounds good. Just so we're moving forward on that as well. In reference to what a resident said, in reference to signs in the hallway, I wholeheartedly agree. If the signs in the hallway are wrong, let's get them down.
They were based on our past,
Yeah,
resolution, and now that it's been passed, we can remove them.
yeah. So,
Thank you, Tom.
yeah, so let's, and that's probably not the only place we need to look at. Probably signs out that way too. We just make sure we're looking at everything and that it's appropriate and is the way it's supposed to be and should be in accordance to what's written down in the past. Okay? That's all.
I'm good.
Okay, we do know that, Dave, you were perhaps going to look into amusement.
I don't know if you want to bring it up on
Yeah.
new business or not,
Yeah,
but
well,
I can bring it up, you know.
Yeah, we don't have it on the
discussed
agenda.
it, amusement tax, we're probably one of the few townships that don't have one with these new, skill machines. And our township has become more involved in them now. We probably have about 6 locations so far that are using them. And most townships are charging between $125 and tonight I heard and I seen on the paper, $500 and $600 per unit inside their establishment on an annual basis. So we're gonna continue to investigate that as an avenue of revenue for us. Because it's just, if we're the only township that's not gonna have it, we're gonna get inundated and flooded with more and more businesses that are gonna bring that kind of activity here. So if we don't jump on board and equalize ourselves with the other townships, we could end up with, you know, an overflow of a lot of that kind of business. Not that it's bad business or good business,
Right.
it's just an avenue for us to get some revenue through the township. So I'll continue to do that.
Okay.
I've looked at Geist down in Richland and Lower Yoder. I think Lower Yoder, when I looked at it, has like a little over 110 machines throughout their township.
and I think, our office staff has some information that she can make sure she shares with you.
Okay,
Thank you. Okay, under new business, 110 Sunray Drive, will be, as, I'd like to have a motion that the Cambria County Election Office will be holding precincts 3 and 4 at Upper Yoder Township Municipal Building, here at 110, and that would be St. Mary's, which is, precinct 3, we're precinct 4. St. Mary's is in May of 26, we'll be having renovations done at that time, so elections will be occurring, and we should make sure that's included in our website and the other other areas that the election office requires. I'd like to have a motion that we accept that.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
is that permanent or just for that year while they're renovating?
Well, it's a good
We
question.
don't know.
We're gonna assume that it's merged and for this period and revisit.
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't
It
know.
wasn't
They had
discussed.
mentioned it was just for the renovations.
Okay.
Yes,
They just listed this year on the paper.
yes, that's all it was listed on the papers. Yeah.
So will there be a sign down there on election day?
I'm
Yeah,
sure the
I'm
county
it'll
county
be-
will take care of
and, you know,
that.
also
Yeah,
the
because people are gonna
election,
go down there and they're gonna think, oh, I can't vote.
yeah, and people may not visit the election board
Website, yeah.
website.
I'm sure the election board will post something on that, either in the publications or even maybe by mail. They may notify people.
But not
by their
everybody
precinct.
reads all of that.
Yeah,
If they don't,
But they
then-
might get some. I'm
Right.
sure the election
Right.
board will
Right.
take care of that.
I can give you guys clarity on that. I can give you guys clarity on that.
Please, okay, go
Uh,
ahead.
So last year, Southmont had to do something similar where we have two precincts, and they combined my precinct is at the borough building, and they combined my precinct with the one at the church for just the primary, and then they brought it back. And then what they did then was they actually sent everybody in my precinct new voter registration cards to go to the new precinct, and then when they moved it back then for the general election, they sent us again new updated cards. The election office handles all of that for you guys. So if it's not something that's necessary, yeah, I don't know what they sent you guys, but I would imagine if they're doing the same thing, which I would imagine they're doing the same thing, is it'll just be for that single election, and then
Thank you.
no problem. Glad I can help you with something.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know there's already discussion of merging some of the precincts in Upper
They do that with
Yoder
the
because
census.
some of them are small, and to be able to move and have less, because they do rely on paid volunteers.
Right.
That it becomes limited. Okay, so then that is a motion, and then in a second?
Yep. that's good.
Yeah, and you discussed it,
Yep.
so, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Okay, the 2026 Township newsletter is in the process of the final stages, and I'd like to entertain a motion that pending the review from the supervisors after it is ready to go, that we have it printed and it's out into the public in April as usual.
Does
So-
that require
A motion, yeah, we have a motion to accept the newsletter. So we're accepting it and,
Pending approval
Pen-
after final review.
yeah.
I
And we
move-
don't
I
have to
make that
do that
motion.
at a meeting, we're just make sure that all supervisors review it and approve it.
Seconded.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Okay, repairs to the 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500. I understand that it needs to have a rebuild, and there's an estimate for $5,850 to have that done. Do I have a motion from somebody?
I'll make a motion, but I just want to, and then have some discussion.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay, discussion.
So we've talked to Jared, and that is a motor going into a truck that quite honestly has still a lot of useful life in it. He said that they're going to put it in at the garage in 2 days. I want to be there and watch that one.
I'm telling you, I think they can do it. I have, the mechanics they have over there are very skilled, and they probably will be able to do that.
Okay. I'm in favor of doing this. I think it's a good use of resources instead of trying to go out and get another vehicle. But just want to make sure they have time to do this. Seems we're doing a lot of work on vehicles in-house. And maybe the conversation at the next meeting when Jared's here. While I certainly appreciate that, and that might be a cost saving in some aspects.
That was one of the reasons we hired Mr. Smith.
Yeah, so, but again, as we get into, the road repair that they're doing, and not where we're gonna hire somebody to do, but the road maintenance, the sweeping, the clippings, all of the other duties of the road crew. Sometimes we could farm out some of that repair work to whomever, preferably a township garage.
Or work on it in a rainy day.
Yeah, work on a rainy day, but just looking for those opportunities. I just want to make sure we're being smart about that.
Yep.
That's all.
I believe, like, the time that I asked Jared about removing the decals from the two cars, there was no snow. Guys were just sort of like, it was a slow time, so absolutely. So they jumped on it right away and had one car done in like half a day and had the next car done the next day. So they do work diligently when they work, but it's only on downtime. I mean, if they're plowing snow, well, they gotta plow snow. If they gotta patch roads, they gotta patch roads. But I think it's the perfect time of year to replace that engine is right now. I really do.
Is it expected to, be in the shop in, a week or two?
4 days, he said.
4 days? Okay.
That's
Is this a
Joystown Auto Records.
or replace?
It's a rebuild.
It's a rebuild.
Rebuilt. You have listed here Joystown Auto Records. What was that for?
That's where he's getting it.
He's getting it from, okay. And I'd like to also mention that Jared also, his crew does come over like toward the end of a shift to help us move some things out of the police station so that.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot that, and we're working with the chief on times when he's there, and we're able to move a lot of things out. So, and we will be finishing up soon. Now that we have to vacate, we will. Okay.
That's all for my discussion on that motion.
Anybody else have discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's passed. Okay, appointment of a planning commission, 4-year term beginning 4/1/26. So then it will go until 2030. Tom Plachek, who was serving it, has accepted to be able to do it. I'd like to have a motion to accept him as on the planning commission.
So moved.
And
I'll second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, correspondence. Does anybody have anything they want to discuss under correspondence? We are working on the PA State Ethics Commission Statement of Financial Interest. We have one more supervisor that needs to complete it, and we will meet that.
Just under correspondence, we did receive one resume so far.
Right.
Road crew position.
Yes, and that was just advertised in Indeed, so if you have somebody out there that wants to work for the road crew this summer, please.
No, full-time.
Is a full-time.
It's a
Full-time
full-time
position.
job, yep, right. And other than that, we did receive notice that the Cambria County Tax Assessment did give a primary list of the properties to be reviewed by assessors in the township.
Assessors.
Darn, yes.
Is that job posted on our website?
Well, it's on Indeed. Okay. Now we come to the 3-minute per person public participation per resolution 963. Yes.
Two back here.
You want to go together? Let him go and then.
No, go ahead.
Thanks, Paul.
Your name and.
Hi, Rich LaPuma, Chair of the Board of Auditors. Nice to meet you all. Just have 3 real quick things. Does anybody have any updates on what's going on over at Carriage Hills? Because as residents, we still have no idea what's going on with the sewer project over there.
Okay, we would suggest that you go to the sewer meetings that occur they just had one on Monday.
Yeah, I know. I found out about it 24 hours too
Yeah,
late.
and it's always the 3rd Monday of the month. And we happen to have one of the supervisors here, I mean, one of the.
Nothing.
They haven't, reached out to us in probably 2 months or more. I mean, their equipment is still sitting there.
I'm aware, and last night I saw them pulling some of that equipment out of there.
They pull some out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had no, back in January, we filed a lien against the property. We haven't even heard from them since then. We expected to hear, after we did that, but we haven't heard any progress on them, doing any more work or, and we just met this past Monday, like I said, and usually they get a hold of our solicitor, through them, and he said he's had no contact with them for, quite a while.
Okay. Thank you.
Or should I ask a question? What's your next form? What will be the next action that you take as a sewer board?
Well, we are fining them, which they're not paying them,
Okay,
so I mean, it's gonna be up to the solicitor probably which way we wanna go. I mean, we've already put as much pressure, to where we went to last year that we were gonna shut the water off and so forth, and that's what, kinda got them moving on to do something, but then we heard the crews were not, after they started, were not getting paid. I think that's when they pulled out, and
I don't mean to cut you off, and by all means, you still reserve your time. I am unfamiliar with what's going on at Carriage Hills. Can I have this Reader's Digest version of what's going on over there?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Well, the bottom line is, they're, not compliant,
Okay.
like it's,
Up to the main.
yes, they're not compliant, and we've done testing, and even the company that they hired to do the work came in and tested, and while they were there, they, certified that buildings 5 and 6 did not pass. So, I mean, they are in violation. They also are not paying their non-compliant fees. I mean, they could be in violation, but keeping up with their non-compliant fees, which we have some other facilities in the township also, so they're not even, acknowledging that they're not compliant. Every time, that our attorney gets a hold of them, they seem to have another attorney. They've changed attorneys probably 5 times, and it's like back to square one. Every time, the next one attorney doesn't bring the next one up to level to what is going on. So, I mean, they've just basically have given the runaround and ignored the whole situation.
Is this pressure testing violation and seepage violations?
Yes.
So, as a resident, what is, forget apartments, got a house in Upper Yoder Township. I do my test, or I don't do my test, and I get the extra fees, and I don't pay the extra fees. What does the sewer ordinance provide that you do in that circumstance?
Didn't the attorney say put a lien on the property?
Yes,
I understand the lien, but what's the next step? Is it in the sewer ordinance that you can turn off the water?
yes.
Okay. What is the time frame by which your organization decides that? Is there a time frame built into the ordinance?
I don't believe so. But we went like 18 months negotiating with them back and forth. It was no closer in month 18 than we were in month 1. That's what we said, negotiating with them was getting nowhere, till we decided, and we made that vote with shutting the, water, my opinion, that the water was never gonna go off. We made that vote to kind of get them to move, and like I had told, I think it's your wife.
Yeah, it's true,
That we, I gave them a lot of credit, like I said, when we made that vote, because now the residents started calling the ownership and so forth, and I think that's what got things moving, when they threatened, like I said, that, but it seemed to be from talking to your wife, that seems to be the pattern down there with everything. That whenever they contact the owners, which are out of town, that they drag their feet and don't, I think it was what with your dishwasher and some other, appliances.
Yeah.
That,
Which, to tell you the truth, they still have not taken care of.
that they, so like I said, that seems to be their MO of what they do, like I said. So, I mean, we're still, waiting to, but we've gone as far with it as what we can right now, like I said, and,
Well, technically, again, I'm speaking to you as a resident now, because I have no authority in the sewer authority. I have no standing. But as a resident, I would expect that the sewage responsibility and what you would do to a household should also be done there. Now, I would hate to say you're gonna turn off water to, what, 60 residents?
Keep going, more like, what was it, 70, 72,
it was 90.
I think it was 90.
How many?
I know you pointed in on this before.
Yes.
First off,
No, what?
Cannot do that.
you can't turn off I don't think you can turn off an apartment complex
So,
versus a
I got
single
involved
family
with
home.
this because they initially went and submitted the order. The fire department was not notified. If you shut the water off to Carriage Hill Apartments, Carriage Hill Apartments has one private fire hydrant in that entire complex, and it shuts it off. So now you create a fire hazard The other addition that you run into is that there is no sprinklers in there, there is no elevators, there is one common attic that is wood frame structure. And the issue that we all ran into, and this went up through county EMA and into the regional EMA office, is if they shut it down, is this a plan in which we get in water buffaloes, deploy plans to identify how that is, and then does that go back to the owners because it's shut off? So it's not as, agree that it is a residential thing if you do it, but it's now magnified, so it creates a bigger issue.
It's not something the residents.
Correct, so it's not their thing, so the dangers of and the scenario I think that we kind of put in here is that they have no water, now also, and I think at the time it was in the summer, right? I think it was, yeah. So now they can't flush the toilets. Now you create a public health hazard as well because those people are not leaving. So now you create things and make things even worse. Now you're bringing in other bacteria, a whole bunch of other. So it just is now magnifying the whole situation. Whereas a single house, I think now you start looking at codes enforcement has probably a little bit easier time as opposed to an apartment issue.
Tim, is the fire hydrant, is it functioning? Is it ever tested?
We tested it the last time.
And it worked, okay? Good.
They have been, I've had contact with maintenance there for Knox boxes. And to the best of my knowledge, well, actually I can tell you to my knowledge, they have not been installed yet. They ordered 6 of them. They have not notified us to go put the keys in. So,
Unfortunately, I don't think the township can do anything. The sewer authority appears to be doing everything they can do with just leaning the property. The residents are the ones that are suffering.
I think what I'm getting at is that they're gonna go so far and they stop everything. I think is what my point is that they're gonna go to a certain point and they stop, which seems to be their MO to the residents, to the sewer authority, and to the fire department.
And that property is just gonna go.
The further, you're correct, the furthest they went with the Knox boxes was when we broke down a door because somebody was injured on the other side and we had no key. That's how they ordered 6 Knox boxes. That's as far as they got.
Did they raise your rent?
Quite a bit.
And another absentee landlord, basically. It's an absentee landlord, live out of town, and you're taking all the money from the renters, but not doing anything to improve the situation.
Jim, let me ask you a question. Can your solicitor lien the rent and not the property? Meaning that they can escrow some of that rent money until they build up a fund to get the work done?
Well, that would be the question he would have to.
Something you can investigate. Instead of leaning the property, you gotta wait till they sell it to get your money.
Like I said, going back to what Tim said,
You
you know,
lean
with the
their
fire thing,
rent.
you know, that they haven't, they did start some of the sewer work. They did move in but it didn't last, you know, too long. I think it was a matter of a couple of weeks that, you know, like I said, they, I think on the back 2 buildings, you know, they had dug trenches and checked, yeah, like I said, then we heard that whatever the crews were not getting paid, and that's true, they were not, they had one contractor, and for some reason, the contractor they originally contracted with, it changed before he ever even got on job site. They went to the second one. Second one moved in, you know, they were both from out of town, they were not in-town contractors. You know, one was from down towards Philly, you know, down that way. And like I said, they started to work, you know, worked a couple of weeks, and we, you know, heard from our, you know, foreman, you know, Jimmy Rutledge, that the crew, you know, he was over there monitoring things, you know, every, you know, week or whatever, and he said the crews were, you know, didn't get paid, and that's when the work stopped, and that was last year in around probably September, that time. Since then, we, you know, we've sent them letter after letter after letter, like I said, certified letters that we were gonna do this, gonna do that, give them a deadline, never would get any response till the midnight hour of the deadline. Then they would send back, can you extend it? Or some other, in which most of the time we have. That's when we, made the decision in August, about shutting the water off, which we were, hoping that never, like I said, we did discuss this, thing that you were hoping that they would get feedback, which did happen, from the residents. And we think that way they, I gave them credit and they moved on. Thing, like I said, but the crews moved in, now it's, since we filed the lien in January,
Yeah, you guys are just gonna keep filing liens.
yeah.
Mr. Peters, I think I'm gonna invite all of our supervisors, I do attend your meetings, as does Dan. I invite that we can discuss it there at their meeting, because we're not going to solve anything here.
Right.
And we'd appreciate that if you could all
Well,
say,
again,
and
there's
that'll be
nothing
on
we can
April
do
the
as a
20th.
There's nothing we can do as a board.
No, not as a board, but as to be more
Give
informed on what's
suggestions.
going on and be active in it. Mr. Lopez, do you have anything else?
Well, I had two more things, and
Okay,
one's
great.
very good, one's very good. I want to
Okay.
thank whoever's doing the website.
Yes.
They finally put the minutes for the auditors board, as I'm the chairman of that board.
Yes.
So thank you for putting our minutes up on the board for the public to see, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And
That would
then,
be them.
okay, well, thank you both. And then the other question I had is, is anything going on over here where the old elementary school happened?
Well,
Got
right,
$90 million?
now, right now, the rec commission is looking at, they're working with the school district, and perhaps there'll be a field house, this is all in the planning stages, but they're revisiting it. And then the field house may be over there, and they may be able to use.
No, the field house is gonna be at the high school.
Yeah, that's what I said,
yeah.
over at the high school.
No, you said over there.
Okay, high school. High school.
Yeah, I'm-
High school is that way,
Yeah.
that would be
Elementary
there.
school that way.
That would be elementary school, the high school would be a field house, and, they're looking at other options to be able to use it, but we're not, yes.
You're a betting man, they're gonna sell that property.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
I would think that's what's gonna happen. I discussed a little bit about going to the West Suburban Little League, a very small
Dividing.
portion. Okay, but the rest of it's probably gonna go in the sale, as Joe said. And it'd be better for the township if someone wants to go and subdivide it.
Okay. Well, I thank you all for your time, and you have a great night.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Okay, that was extended, that extended beyond the 3 minutes, and based on the fact that there was information that we needed to share.
Hi,
Okay,
I'm
Mr.
Paul
Miller.
Miller, resident of Upper Yoder for 48 years.
Okay,
I want to express my displeasure with the fact that, when my son was first hired at Upper Yoder as a part-time policeman, he was in a shootout at Richland Township down in Bon Air. When I discussed things with him, he told me that the only weapon they had, other than their sidearm, was a shotgun in the trunk. So I purchased 2 AR-15s for the township. Now, according to Mr. Rejo, I donated those. I purchased them to save his life. No other reason. And now that we don't have an Upper Yoder Township Police Department anymore, I would like to get those weapons back. If not, I'd like to be reimbursed at the $1,000 that I put up to buy them. That was a number of years ago, and that's what they cost back then. But,
Did Mr. Rejo send you a letter?
yeah,
Oh,
and it was just garbage.
Okay, okay.
It was just plain out garbage. And I'd like to know why I can't get them back. I purchased them to save his life, as well as the other officers. Because I knew all of them then. It was right after Dan left. It was Don Hess was the chief, and, so, but I would still like to get those back. The other thing I have is that, I'm electronically illiterate.
Okay.
I use my computer to play games. I don't look at websites. I don't do any of that. I have 12,000 emails that I refuse to read. Somebody wants to get a hold of me, call me. So how do I get the information about this resolution?
Well, the resolution, we can.
We don't print it? We don't have a handout that says, here it is?
Law copies, and we'll post it out here just like we did the other when it happens. We'll have it available for you if you'd like to stop in and get it. But right now, it has to be final, we approved it tonight, it'll be printed, and it'll be available.
Okay, well, just, like I said, I don't do any of the social media, nothing.
Call them ahead of time to see if it's here, and then stop by and pick one up.
Okay, and I brought this up before, was the fact that, we get a letter from Pro Disposal, says your garbage pickup date is Tuesday. Now, I don't know what about you, Joe, but you're right back the street. Mine has yet to be picked up on Tuesday. It's Thursday.
They have you on the knocker, on the.
Goucher route?
That's probably what's.
Goucher's picked up, Todd's is picked up, mine's not picked up till Thursday.
Okay.
Well, let's.
And the recycling's picked up on Thursday like it's supposed to be.
Alex,
When I went this morning, brought Thursday morning, they picked it up. I took the garbage can back and put the recycling can out.
Has that been?
Wednesday.
Well, what street are you on?
I'm at the corner of Goucher and Cell.
Selling voucher.
Well, could Alice work with you on that? And
Well,
perhaps-
I just need to know what day they're picking up. I don't want my garbage can sitting out for 3 days.
What day do you prefer?
Tuesday.
You prefer Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, that's when it was always picked up. That's when yours is picked up.
Yep, yep.
And they come around the corner and won't pick mine.
Okay, Alice would like
We'll
to
take
say
care of that,
something.
Paul.
They have changed some properties to a Thursday pickup. So if yours has been picked up every Thursday, they probably sent something.
I have received nothing. I got the bill today, but,
But if it's every Thursday, then that would be your new day. They
Well, it'd
did
be nice to
change
know.
some routes.
like I said,
If it is Thursday, would you object to it? If you
I just need to know when, because my garbage can sits out and I gotta back my truck out. My wife has to back her car out with the garbage can sitting in the middle.
Well, give us your phone number and I'll check in the morning and we'll get back to you, okay?
Okay,
Thank you, Paul.
thank you.
And related to the AR-15, and we'll ask that our solicitor send another letter explaining it in more detail if it's not, the reasons why he can't, okay? Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to? Okay, Mr. Clanchard?
I'll try and be nice.
Thank you.
Sure.
No, John,
Speaking of solicitors, where's Dave? Where is he? You pay him to be at these meetings. You pay him to be here. Is he hiding in the back? His car's out there. Why doesn't he show his face? It's interesting to know. I think some of the public want to know why he's not here, why he's not sitting here like he used to. Bet you it's pretty frustrating when you guys defer to the solicitor and then he's not here to be deferred to. You know, he's pretty rude and he's pretty ignorant, and you know, he's pretty ignorant to him. He also said to me, and this is still ongoing with us, by the way. Your solicitor said to me about submitting a written proposal about being reimbursed for a tow that I was suffered when my car was illegally towed and everything. Okay, my truck was actually seized for 6 days without a search warrant and everything. Okay, that's still an ongoing lawsuit, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep coming to these meetings until that one is done. Okay, but Dave specifically said after I appealed those to submit a written proposal. I submitted several written proposals about that. Okay, I've also submitted. So now that I've filed the suit against your former chief and Officer Novotny because he towed my truck illegally with no search warrant and they kept it for 6 days. Okay, West Hills settled with me for $15,000 for my truck being seized and stolen, being carjacked for about 45 minutes. So right now, okay, absent a written proposal, okay, I've said to your attorney who's representing this, and I'll make it all aware to you guys, okay, $90,000, okay, is the right now, and I'll withdraw the suit price based on 6 days at $15,000 per day. Now, if you guys want to be really difficult about this, okay, I'll push through the lawsuit, okay, to go for, I'll break it down how much I'll break it down per minute, how much I got paid per minute, and then I will come back with a new amount of how much it was per minute. And that'll be the new amount that I will continue to try and come after you guys. Look, big improvements, Joe. Okay, big improvements about, like let's get some stuff done. Let's get it done right. Let's get it handled. Okay, so let's try and get this handled too. Okay, my truck was stolen from me for 6 days. Okay, absent of a search warrant. Okay, Eastmont Auto is also culpable to this. Okay, so you guys can all reach out to me at any point and we can discuss this, but I'm done being stonewalled, especially by your gopher, I assume's hiding in the back or using my live stream to watch. Hi, Dave. But if he's gonna be your solicitor, he should be here at the meeting showing his face, not hiding from people who are criticizing him. So thank you. And I do want to see that if you have a copy of the resolution, can I see it? Okay, thanks.
At the end of the meeting.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks. Yeah, appreciate that.
So I'd like to speak, if I could, thank you. A couple of very important things to me, and I want to commend some people here tonight. Tim and Jamie. It actually turned out to be my 6th 911 call. I needed an ambulance again after, and this is a quote from Pittsburgh, Conema killed me twice, and I had to get defib back to life. Okay, I'm on the patch, but there was an issue. And your crew, the EMS and fire, are as good as it gets in the country or the world. These people are awesome. We did make a donation, but I cannot thank you guys enough. It matters. And people don't understand, and Sue, you especially, the value of life, especially mine, I know. And these guys, this is the second EMS call, both of them, they were unbelievable. And another point to that with the Chief, and Bill, thank you. The first person to arrive at the scene, so this is way above your skill level, when he made the 911 call, and this was February 27th. First person to the scene was Colton Polino, officer, West Hills officer. Now imagine that, Sue, calling 911, getting a police officer, way above your skill level, retard. And I thanked him, Karen thanked him. He wanted to see if he could help. That's the way it's supposed to work, not your way, Sue. But it was amazing. And I thank BJ for being there, his guys over there. He's got a lot of great guys. There's problems everywhere, unlike what Sue says. But I cannot thank everyone enough for those people involved between West Hills Police, Jamie and Tim and their crew. Priceless stuff. And I once again, I'll explain it to you, Joe, or not you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for the other thing with that clown show on the wall. But Sue, when you sit there and think my life is a joke and cover up legitimate issues that I brought up, that's 6 911 calls total. 4 of them were properly responded to. 2 required an ambulance. 2, the police came, and so when we convicted, and that was a year and a month. Well, it's a year in February, so it's a year and a month now. When I'm required to wear a body cam to force the police to do the right thing. No, the right officer, Don Wire, came and showed up, and he did it in spite of his nonsense. And you sit there and you post on connected residents, oh, unless you wear a badge, you can't criticize them. Sue, I love what Dan did. I love what Joe did. I don't know how Dave is. The city stuck it to him pretty good, but then again, Upper Yoder stuck it to me pretty good. But you are not qualified. You shouldn't be here. You don't have the brains. You don't have the ability. And you think my life is a joke? Let me tell you something. My life's not a joke. And if you're here, I'm here. Go ahead. Shut me up. Thank you.
I would like to address the fact that I care about you. I care about anybody that has.
Then why didn't you resolve my issues with police misconduct? There's 6 pages over there in Upper Yoder of false police reports ignoring my calls. I don't want Dan involved in it. I don't want Joe involved in it. You sat there every month. Oh, John Blake did this. John Blake did that. I don't care who your boyfriend is. I care about my life, Sue.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong about that. But
I'm not
I just want to let you know that I do care about healthcare people. And believe me, I am in the healthcare field too. And I think Tim Wrights would even know that I care about people too.
If you cared about me, you wouldn't have done what you did. You wouldn't have covered it up. You intentionally covered it up, so don't lie. This explains it all. Thank God, he's the police chief, he's an awesome guy.
And we-
You
we're very
can't touch him, but you need to get off that board, Sue.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak?
Make a motion, we adjourn?
Yep.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. You're gonna get more.
You want to look at that real quick? Okay.
With a flashlight. You have a flashlight?
Our phones, so this show we got.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate that.
First problem I have is,
Well, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. I mean, I appreciate you that, you know, because it was like, I wasn't exactly clear if, how it works if like, because you guys should read it at the, you know, that's
Well, it's
the,
not an ordinance, it's just a resolution.
well, I understand, but like, so then it's clear to what we can do, you know what I mean? Just for the public's information.
We'll actually have copies out there for
Right.
everybody when they come and they sign it.
Yeah.
They'll know, and I'm hoping to have one on the podium, so
Okay.
if somebody wants
It
to
would,
read
it would be,
it.
I'm just suggesting you guys, it would be super if like, you know, the next meeting and say, hey, we did resolve this and we did,
Right.
you know, and just, you know, maybe bring up the key points of the changes.
Okay.
Thanks, Sue. Appreciate you guys.
You guys should look into.
Jamie has the best sweatshirt on ever.
What's his name?
Thank you.
I see those all the time, and I don't see them in person, but I always see them online.
I love them.
Can I hug you?
Yeah.
Hey, John, I love your check. We'll talk in a minute.
Okay, I'll be outside.
He goes, what?
Excuse me, guys.
When do you want to transfer those cars?
I'll talk to you in a minute about that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
See you, Joe. Oh, walking out of another meeting and it's dark. Pretty soon, here another month or so, I won't be doing that. Walking out of a meeting when it's dark. Turn the camera around, turn the mic around. Okay. Here for my evening wrap up. From a very busy day for me today, actually. Did a lot of things. Been running all day. Started off. Wow, look at my hair. It's all wow. See what happens when I don't wear a hat all day? Especially going out and about. So, yeah, I renewed my YMCA membership here last week. Started back into the Y, and man, am I sore. Jesus. So I really enjoy swimming and walking in the pool down there, and then lifting weights. Lifting weights, not so much. I don't really enjoy it, but I do it because it's healthy and it's good for me. I'm always sore when I do it though. I got a tattoo on Tuesday, so I can't really swim for a couple days. So I'm doing some other stuff, but I took today off. I needed it. I just didn't have time. I was like here, there, and everywhere today. Did 3 live streams, like I said. You know, I did the Water Authority kind of, you know, I don't know. I think the way they operate on a lot of things is pretty stupid. They will spend more money with a solicitor to tell somebody no. Every time a solicitor reaches out to a resident, it costs the township X amount of dollars for them to write the letter. You know? And I never think it's right for the government to go to shut somebody's water off over rules. Okay? Especially the Carriage Hill situation. That's a real, that's a real kind of problem. At least in my world as a moral human being. I just have a fundamental problem with the government coming and going, your landlord isn't following our rules, so we're going to shut off your water. That's really just messed up. I don't care what they do for resident. Okay, that just shouldn't be something that is allowed in this country. Removing your access to clean water. Just because of some rule? That's dumb. see you, Mr. Miller.
Mr. dead and buried in the Richland Cemetery.
Paul, I'm sorry.
I'm one of the boys.
Have a good night, bud. Hey, do me a favor. If you come next month, bring the toilet paper that Rayho sent you.
I don't have it.
No, I'm saying the next one he sends you, bring it. I just like, because it's all it is toilet paper.
Yep.
You know?
That's why I don't have it anymore.
That's what I was just commenting on. You know, it's going to cost them $100 for them to write the letter. What's up, Rich?
Same shtick, different day, John. How you doing?
That's good. You know, I'm busy today, man, like a chicken with my head cut off.
I saw that.
So, hey, you still have your Y membership?
No.
Why not?
Lost my health insurance.
Oh, shit. It's not terribly expensive.
Yeah, I know. But
You know. Yeah, I got I joined up again, and I joined up last Friday. I renewed my membership Saturday. Went down. I got a 5-day streak in, but I got a tattoo on Tuesday, so I can't swim for a couple of days.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, I didn't really think it through, but like, you know, I figured I'm doing something. I'm moving towards the positive. Took my first day off today because I didn't have time. You know, I had to dad at a doctor's appointment simultaneous to that water authority meeting, and I still have to go home and make dinner.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Like,
the feeling.
you know what I'm saying? So like, I had therapy this morning too, which normally is I usually have that on Friday. So I was like, that was the time I would have went to the gym, and I just didn't get there. That's why I was talking to my wrap up here of like, you know, what I'm trying to do, man. And I was talking to a very good friend of mine, actually my best friend in the world. I was talking to him today. And I was like, you know, one of the unfortunate things for me, okay, is that I have made some success out of being known as being an asshole. And I'm really not. I mean, you've known me my whole life, okay?
And about 5 years old, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, this situation, these people have forced me to be this way. But I just want to start taking, and if anything, you know, putting a little bit of positive energy into the world. And okay, all 3 meetings I went to, I didn't get scathing, and I didn't get like personally insulting, and it seemed like every meeting I went to, everybody seemed to listen to me, except for the dude down at the water authority who cut me off at a certain point. And I gotta find out what their rules are for public participation to see if I was cut off at their time limit, or if he was just something, because I will do, you know, if I was allowed 5 minutes, I only got 3.5.
Yep.
Over a $20, so they're going to pay Billy Barbin $150 to write me a letter about a $20 water filter. Okay, and then when they write me the letter, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to nail them in small claims court.
Yep.
Okay, plus my filing fees. Okay, and then what are they going to do when I go up to the courthouse and I tell, I'd like to file a lien on the Johnstown Water Authority, please, over a $20 water filter and filing fees. And then it's going to be, because really, if I was a government, I would go, look, I don't care what our rules are. Dude wants a water filter? I'll go over to Crusades with you right after this meeting and buy you one, sir.
Right.
That's what you want. We messed up your water filter. Same thing with you, okay? What they could have done is they could have said, that board could have said, we have the authority to tell the sewer authority to cease and desist because we have authority over them.
Right.
They exist because of us. They could put a motion in that the sewer authority takes no motion, no action. Okay, and that really, you know.
Yeah.
Because everything that fucking dude on the sewer authority was saying, blah 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 blah, isn't your fucking problem.
Right.
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 You pay your check. You pay your rent by the whatever day, probably the 5th, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay. Right. You pay your fucking rent. Right.
Right.
So, but your business transaction between you and your landlord, you don't have to hear these excuses. And frankly, you shouldn't have to sit through the abuse and the gaslighting and the bullshit over them saying, if your boss, if your landlord doesn't follow our rules, you're not going to get any water. Anything else other than life-sustaining supply, okay, commodities, water, heat. You know, I just have a real, and it frustrates me that like when you see new politicians up there and they go, you can tell you know, like I understand. This is a problem, right? And they'll go, I want to, but then the solicitor will go, no, we can't, no, too bad, no, okay. And then they slowly start losing their balls, okay? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. They need 50 subscribers on their YouTube channel to start live streaming.
Yeah.
So nobody subscribed to Yoder Township. Everybody subscribe to me, and I'll keep coming to the meetings, okay? Because I make some money on this one, man. Okay, like this meeting here ensures that I get an ad stream payment every month. Okay, for a while there I had to wait a couple months to get the money. Okay, but this one here, enough people watch this one alone that I get paid monthly. Thanks everybody, appreciate it. So yeah, that's what they have done for me. Okay, all right, I'm cool with that. You know. Oh, they also did something else for me, Rich. They gave me this, okay, which when I walked into the bank with that, okay. First of all, they were like, you don't have to do this at the counter. I was like, what? And they're like, well, we can't. I'm like, well, that's the one they gave me. I don't know. It's the one that came UPS in a box. That's what, you know. Like, so they were like, okay, first things first, because it's that big though, you can come over here to the desk and sit down. You don't have to slum up there with grandma counting her quarters for, okay? Like, come over here, Big John. Come on, you want a coffee? Donuts? You know? And I was like, wait a minute. Wait. No, I got to say, I put on deodorant. I like, wait a minute. What's, nope. Just same old me. We're the comma and the decimal. Okay. And they start talking about things like money market accounts and certificates of deposit and long term and short term. And I was like, it's really that big? And they're like, hey man, doesn't matter if you're the smallest guy on the porno set, you're still in the porno set. And I was like, I'm playing. I'm like, this is big boy banking now, right? And they were like, yep. And I was like, no shit! Holy hell! You know, and they were like, yeah, we'd advise you to do this with this, and this will free this up, and you can. And I'm like, and then they said to me, the best part, they're like, we pay you monthly. And I was like, no, what? No, I had this like rant. I had concepts of ideas about how this shit worked, because I used to see all the signs and like other people that like have adulted way longer than I have, even though I've been an adult. Like people that are my age that have been adulting way longer than I have, they all know about this shit. Okay, but they had to like really dumb it down for me over there, and I was like, see, usually when I come in here, like you end up yelling at me, and I end up coming out here like, you know, like I don't know, like $82, fucking owing you $82 because I wrote 2 bad checks. I was like, it doesn't work. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that money there will go to like some of the people that write bad checks. I was like, I can't tell you guys to not like charge NSF fees on the money I lend out. They can just get, like well, dollar for dollar is good. I don't need the $41. And I went, it doesn't work that way, does it? Yeah. And she's really nice bank manager, okay, you know, and pretty lady, married, but you know, yeah, she was like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. No, sorry. She's like, that's my money. I was like, okay. But regardless of that was fun. It was good times. They insured me. They enabled me to do that because they didn't want to do their jobs right, because they were egotistical and they thought their rules and their authority was far more important than the law, than really what the practical use of the law is. I haven't looked at this resolution yet. I'm going to go home and read it in depth. Yeah. And then I might even do a live stream maybe tomorrow afternoon about a full analysis of it. Okay, because I'm curious. It's probably I don't know. We'll see. It's based on a lot of recommendations I gave him, so I'm curious to know how they, you know. So, and the other question I have is, finally, where the fuck's Dave? Yeah. Where the fuck's Rayo? I mean, he's here. Like you'll see him go for his way out of here. You hang out long enough, park right over there. Right. Why doesn't he come to the meetings?
Because it's a good mile an hour.
I mean, what kind of fucking attorney are you, dude? Grow up. Okay? So somebody picked on you, and you reacted. Okay? If you do that in court, they would say to you, you would say, "I'm sorry, Your Honor," and you'd move on about it. You wouldn't hide. You wouldn't go, I can't do this anymore. Well, you know, look at your client and go, he yelled at me. I'm going to have to remove my entry of appearance for you, man. I'm sorry. That's what he's like. Sniff a little fucking... And the thing is, like, had anybody acknowledged, at least in my case, my situation, hey, you know, we fucked up. We fucked up. We're sorry. We fucked up. Okay, so we'll make it right for you. If they would have caught it right at the beginning, they would have got out for what I was out.
Right.
That's it. You know? And that is not really based on that. That was because I kept coming here because they wouldn't do anything about that. Okay, so that was just that was the foreplay. Bad Upper Yoder Township. Bad Upper Yoder Township. Oh, you like it when I spank you? You like it? You like it, huh? Yeah. Okay. The next one, though, I mean, they're. This one is going to be the literal and the figure and the proverbial money shot.
Yep.
Okay, like this one here, like we're gonna get them all down on their knees, and the camera's ready, and then money shot. Okay. Upper Yoder Township Police Department can go down in flaming history as being sued out of fucking existence. You know? Because they just thought, you know, like they think they can just fucking keep pounding on people constantly, and that's just, you know, that's it. So you probably want to get going. Tell Teresa I said hi, and I'll see you, brother.
Alrighty, good to see you, man.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep.
You like what you see, leave a comment. You don't like what you see, leave a comment.
That's right. Hey, man. Scrape up $43 and join the lie with me again. I could use a partner. All right.
All right.
So I am motivational as fuck, man. I'll be like, dude, come on. You know, if I'm pulling up, like, we're go.
Yeah.
You're it. No. Okay. You can't. You told me you come on. Let's go. So I will bring a fucking 5-gallon bucket of pool water up here and swim in it. So
that's why I asked about the recreation thing over here.
It'd be nice,
Yeah.
you know, but it's not gonna. To be honest with you, that would be better off being sold and put into commercial use.
Well, I don't think it's zoned though. I think the way it's zoned over there is that they're very limited on what they can do with it.
Anything can be rezoned.
I know, but just the way it
You
is
know,
right now.
it has to be. It's got to be commercial or light industrial or something.
I don't know.
Look at what's all here. You got the Hiram J. Andrews Center, which is obviously C or commercial something or state.
Yeah, but that might be educational though.
Is that a zoning? I don't know. Thing though? I mean, it would be R1, R2,
I think it might be R1 or
C.
R2.
You know. Okay, well then subdivide it and put a fucking. Nobody's building houses around here though.
No, they're not.
But you know what? A community of tiny homes would make sense as an experiment.
Yeah.
Okay, like seriously, like 1,200 square foot, whatever they say, you know, for like individual studios, those are too big. They're $150,000.
No kidding.
Okay, they're nice, but you know, there still is a market for fucking, you know, nice fucking $40,000 and $50,000 homes around here because that's all people can afford. I'm not gonna put $150,000 out for an old house. I'm not gonna put out fucking 40 for a place in Moxham that I'm gonna put 100 into.
Right.
Because I'm still in the same. But why don't I just put 150 into one that's turnkey?
Right.
I don't want to sign my name on a promissory note to a fucking bank around here for any property.
Right.
You know, no.
Well, hey, I gotta run here.
See you, Richie.
Good to see you, sir.
Yep, you too, brother. As always. So, this phone's looking like it's gonna shit the bed here soon. It told me 20%. So, I don't know where everybody is. I don't really care. Yeah, so about that life update I was giving you when my homie out there walked out. Trying to do something every day and try to be a little more positive. Trying to not dwell on past situations and let the past bother me so much. It's been a long, hard road. But it feels good. You know, I almost like feel like really alive, you know, like that I can finally embrace some struggles and embrace some pain. And so, yeah, that happened and I don't like it. And I can revisit that anytime I need to. But it's just dwelling on it is the problem. So,
Hello,
there's
John.
Dave.
I'm back. I got tied up doing some social work.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. So, thought we're running a little low on battery here.
Oh,
We're
I'm sorry.
20%. You don't have to apologize, but I got a 20% notification when I was talking to Richie. So, I've been waiting for you to come out so I could.
I'm sorry.
Dude, no, don't apologize to me, dude. No, we're probably still at 10%. As long as it makes the whole way through, I don't care.
I
Shuts
gotta
off, nobody can talk to me.
commend you that Janitor Rahor, the little gay
Yeah.
gopher, he hides in the room. He won't come out. Every other municipality has a solicitor, not a janitor there. But not our guys. You know, we want them undercover. Hey, Special Ed wasn't here tonight. That was hurtful. I had some awards for him too. But Susie, I got under Susie's skin, huh? She tried not to get angry. Sorry, Susie, you suck. Can't help you. Gotta go. I think your thing's starting to get weak. I don't know. But anyhow, that was fun. I was good. And that check came out. I love that check. Here every month. But they're not.
I was just telling the story when I took it to the bank, and they were like, you know, hey, you get to come to the big boy. You don't have to do the. You don't have to slum it up with the regulars here at the counter. You get to come to the. You get to come to the.
The rich people.
Yeah, you get to come over to the. Come on, Tim.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up? I thought maybe you had me on there, and you're gonna do that like thing with like like where you could record us on there,
No, I was just getting ready to get a text from
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't fall off the steps.
Don't fall off the
Oh,
steps
no.
either. But if you do, you're in great hands. Right now, no better place to, right?
I'm gonna leave them there.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
I was a Boy Scout. I can definitely apply a tourniquet.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna.
Yeah,
Okay.
my head.
No, not your head, man. Okay.
I'm gonna peace out. Get going. Thank you.
Yeah, me
John.
too, yep.
It was a good evening. I'm smiling.
So, yeah, third Thursday of the month, 3 live streams. Yay, whoopee. So, hey, if you like what you see, I appreciate everybody that came to all 3. I appreciate everybody that came to 2. I appreciate you just came to 1, and thank you. There's like 300 videos on my channel, so go pick one and watch it, all right? And whatever you're doing, wherever you are right now in the world is where you're supposed to be. And I might not know you, but I bet you're fucking awesome. Have a good night. Thanks.